Yeah, I was chasing a check. It felt like chasing a jet. I was on lag, was the one bad. Boy, I was sick with the strep. Hey, F it, I need my respect. Ay.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jackson, and we are back at it again with the Fanatics Playbook. Today, we are going to be talking NBA, specifically Houston Rockets, and why it might be time for a rebuild up in Texas, man. But before I get into it, I gotta say, for NFL fans, these months right here, you know, February, March, it's a weird transition period for us because football just ended. Yes, college basketball and the NBA have been going on for a couple months now, but everybody knows pre-All-Star break NBA is not very good basketball. Nobody's playing any defense. Everybody's just waiting for 3 months right before the playoffs start, right after the All-Star break. That's when they amp it up in effort, they amp it up in play, and that's when you get quality NBA basketball. So for us, it's a weird adjustment we have to make to get back into the NBA and other things to watch. So for us NFL fans, this is a very rough transitory period because we have to deal with a whole bunch of bad NFL offseason takes, a lot of NFL offseason drama, and we gotta wait till after the All-Star break to get some quality basketball and really get back into the flow of things. But with all that aside, man, let's jump in and let's talk about these Houston Rockets. Let's go! We know how the Rockets season started with a whole bunch of drama and a whole bunch of turmoil involving James Harden winning out of Houston. I mean, the dude had 2 years left on his contract, still went to the front office and demanded a trade. So they go to him over the summer. They offer him $100 million for 2 more years, and he says, no, I want no parts of this organization. I want no parts of this front office. Y'all got rid of my coach. Y'all got rid of my GM. Now I want to be gone. And we're sitting here like, bro, you got Christian Wood, Cousins, and Wall, and you're not even going to try to find some type of value in those guys? And you know, yes, Wall and Cousins were coming off major lower extremity injuries, but still. And you know, once the dust settled, Harden got what he wanted. He got traded to the Nets, and now the Rockets, you know, right after, they're on a nice little winning streak. Because prior to, during trade rumors, they were doing terrible. I think like 0-4 right before Harden got traded. Once he got traded, they were like 3-1, 3-2. So we're like, okay, not so bad, Rockets. So we're thinking, oh, hey, maybe life without James Harden may not be so bad after all. And from the Harden trade, you know, the Rockets got Oladipo, a bona fide 20-point a night a game scorer, you know, a true legit starter. So we're like, all right, y'all got Wood, y'all got Oladipo, y'all got Wall, and y'all got Cousins. Y'all got a nice little squad. Y'all can make a little something shake. Obviously, Harden left because he felt like, you know, they weren't true title contenders. Like, there was nothing that was going to happen from now until the playoffs that could give them a real shot at the championship. And to an extent, he was right. So now, the old regime is gone. You have a new first-time African-American head coach in Steven Silas. You know, you have a new GM in Raphael Stone. So, you know, let's readjust. Like, what can be a new goal for this Rockets team? So the Rockets have to sit around the table and ask themselves, oh, hey, yes, we're not going to be able to win the chip this year, but can we set some goals in place? And that if we do these things, if we reach them, can we call this season a success? We have a whole bunch of guys who have things to prove. You have pretty much at this point now 3 starters in Oladipo, Wall, and Cousins who are coming off major injury that are going to need to prove to people, you know, that they still got it. They can still perform at an elite level. And you have Christian Wood who's trying to earn that big contract. So clearly, yes, y'all did get a lot of picks from that Harden trade. So that means, yes, you are going to be also planning for the future. But for right now, what can you do in this coach's first year to show your organization, to show your fans that, hey, you know what, season's not a wash, and we're not going to go into complete rebuilding mode. So this is an opportunity for this group of underdogs to prove their doubters wrong. And, you know, to do something special this season. And as we look now, oh my God, have things turned left for the Houston Rockets, man. I mean, Christian Wood goes down with a right ankle sprain, I think. And he's been out for about 8-9 games. And ever since then, the Rockets have gone 0-8 in these past games. I mean, they can't catch a win to save their life. If you paid that team to win, they wouldn't be able to find a win right now, man. That's how bad the Houston Rockets are. So what do they end up doing? So now they start panicking. So first thing they do, all right, we got to get rid of a veteran who we don't think have it anymore. So they released DeMarcus Cousins, man. So DeMarcus Cousins is now a free agent to go sign with a contender. Did they have their reasons for releasing him? Yes. If you watch Houston Rockets basketball, you can see that, you know, he was supposed to be that guy to come off behind Christian Wood, you know, giving you about 12 to 14 points a night type of thing, you know, playing some type of good defense. You know, they just want to see if he had anything left in the tank, any spark left. And clearly, man, that has not been the case. If you look, DeMarcus Cousins, he is way too slow now. He's not beating anybody on the inside anymore. You're going to find him on the wing, pretty much settling for a three. So DeMarcus Cousins pretty much, you know, like his best days, it looks like they're behind him. And you have Oladipo now, who's, you know, in and out with an injury here or there. And then also, you know, there are two stalwarts, the two dudes that were there from the beginning. You know, the heart and soul of the team pretty much in Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker. They've been kind of started going in and out of the lineup too. So now they've been getting killed by the injury bug. And and then with a team so young, with a team like that, the last thing you need is the injury bug getting in your way. And now to add insult to injury, the Rockets' depth is not very good. And the Rockets' bench, they're just not able to sustain that level of starters being out on a consistent basis, man. So as a front office, you have to look around the table. You know, we tried for a game or two after Harden left to see if we could do something. And with Christian Wood being out, at this point, you know, we got to essentially blow it all up, even though Harden already blew it up himself. But now we got to, you know, just get rid of the scraps now, and we got to start brand new. And like I said, lucky for them from the Harden trade. You know, I think going into this draft, the Rockets were going to have about 3 first-round picks in 2021. You know, one of them might end up going to OKC because of the summer 2019 trade, including Russ from OKC to the Rockets. So I think one of those first-round picks might be going to OKC. But nonetheless, you know, as it stands right now, they're looking like they're about to have 3 first-round picks in the 2021 draft. So you got to now just take your attention away from whatever's going on this season and put to the future and see, oh, hey, can we use Christian Wood as a piece to not necessarily build around, but can he complement some of these younger stars that we're going to have to bring in? So now your next order of business is, they've already done their first order of business, which is getting rid of Cousins. Unfortunately, you know, you get rid of a veteran who's too slow and who doesn't have anything left anymore. So they got rid of Cousins. So now the next order of business is definitely, you know, oh, hey, can we find some trade partners for Oladipo? So you definitely got to try to offload Oladipo now for a pick or two, or see what you can get in return for Oladipo. And then also PJ Tucker, who a lot of contenders could still use a player of his caliber on defense. So definitely you got to try to see what you can get for PJ Tucker and Oladipo. So as we look at it now, man, yes, it would have been a nice success story if this current Rockets roster would have been able to do something this season, man. But honestly, the West is too stacked. Some of these backcourts are way too elite for guys like Wall coming off an injury and guys like Oladipo coming off an injury as well to have anything to say about the competition and what's going on at the top of the West, man. So definitely, you know, you got to look forward to the future now. You know, forget this season. You know, you have a first-year head coach. Let him get a year under his belt. And now y'all just put all your attention into what's going on in the future. The future, luckily, it is bright for Houston Rockets. Better than wait for guys to get healthy, because by that point, the hill would have been too much to climb back from. So you might as well tank so you can get a lottery pick or a top pick in the draft, bring in some young guys, place them around Christian Wood. And, you know, you're still going to have John Wall there, who's a veteran that could help young guys learn the ways of the league. So it's not all over for Houston Rockets fans. Y'all just got to, you know, refocus your attention elsewhere. Because at this point, the season's a wash. You know, like, this team is not very well constructed. This team has got too many veterans. They're not going to be able to do much of anything in the West as it stands right now. So you might as well, you know, just you know, you tried, it didn't work out. So now, you know, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's start a blank slate. Let's do it all over again, man. All right, so look, man, that's all we have for y'all today, man. Just talk some NBA basketball, Houston Rockets, and why they should be worried and focused on a rebuild, man. It's over this season. Just let it go and worry about the future, man. The future is now. So follow us, like, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed what we talked about today, man. Always love doing these videos. Until next time, peace.